Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. Wait a minute, that's not Stormworks. There we are. Now we're in Stormworks. Right. Okay, so we're continuing on. Finally, gonna get into some space. Now, I'm not sure if I want to go over something I've already built, or maybe if I want to try and build something completely unique and different. Let's see what we have to work with here. Pretty sure I can load the shuttle into this area if I need to. Let's see how big it is here. This is tall, right? But can I load the... Where's the shuttle here? Oh, it's too large for the edit area? Really? All right, well. That sucks. Not really, but yeah, that kind of sucks. Means I got to drag it out of the hangar every time. That's all right. Okay, so let's load this this guy here. And then I wanted to check out the astronomy sensor. See what kind of data it has now. So if we go to our composite, this is the astronomy sensor. Wow, there's so much more. Position relative to the Earth Moon. Position relative to Earth Moon trajectory. Euler rotation, Euler rotation, Euler rotation. Angular velocity, angular velocity, angular velocity, local tilts to the respective composite channels. All right, so our Euler rotation. Is there like somebody got a dictionary? Hold on, I gotta Google this. Euler rotation. Let's Google this. All right, let's Google this. See what's going on here. EULER. EUL. Oh man, I keep tapping it wrong. All right, EULER. Rotation. There we go. Okay. Look at this fancy graph we got here. 3 angles introduced by Leonard Euler to describe orientation of a rigid body with respect to a fixed coordinate system. Gotcha. That's wild stuff. I'm definitely not this smart. That's for sure. Look at all this algebra and stuff. It's the algebras and stuff. The XYZ system rotates on the Z-axis by Y. The X-axis is now at angle Y with respect to the X-axis. This is probably... There we go. Gotcha. Wow, that's so fancy. I don't know why they had to make it so complicated. Really, there's a way easier. I'm sure there's an easier way they could have done that. But all right. So let's pretend to be rocket scientists again for a minute here. So we have our rotation of our XYZ. So I don't know how I can triangulate that. And then we have our angular velocity XYZ. And then we have our local tilt, which I guess matters, but to me that doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is the velocity. Euler rotation, I guess that matters if we're trying to go somewhere in space. But we already have our 3 X, Y, and Z, so they could have just given us, I guess that's what that is. Those are coordinates along the X, Y, Z. All right, so let's see. Angular velocity X, angular velocity Y, and angular velocity Z. 7, 8, and 9. So let's just get some dials. And let's compute some of this information while we are going to space, shall we? So we're going to be sitting in this seat, X, Y, and Z. Oh no, that won't work either. Huh, where can I put these dials? Oh, here we go, in the roof. All right. X, Y, and Z. So, and I'll have to make a microcontroller. X, Y, and Z. X, Y, Z. So, okay, I guess there's 2 ways of doing this. I could, hey, you got here early. Yeah, that's right. In case I got to go midway through the stream, you'll be able to catch up. So the Euler X, Y, and Z, like I say, there's 2 ways that we can do this. So I could make, no, that's not going to work. We could test this here without having to go to space, but I think unfortunately we're going to have to go to space. So let me just connect this right away, and then I'll gab more about what I'm thinking or what I'm trying to do here. There's so many microcontrollers. Japers. Okay, this one can go here. It just needs what do we need? Just 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll probably work. All right, we need a composite, and then 3 numbers, X, Y, and Z. So this will be our composite. In from Astro Sensor, and then we have number, and these are going to be outputs. X and Y and Z. Oh, I might have to make this wider. Is that right? Who knows? All right, X, Y, and Z, and then what do I need? Need a composite, right? Read number. 1, 2. Oops. And we need 3 of these. Channel 7, 8, 9. 7. Channel 8. Oh man, channel 9. All right. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, update that. And then we want to take this into here, and then okay, X, Y, Z. Now what's the other ones that we have? Angular velocity, X, Y, and Z. That's probably important, actually. Yeah, that's probably really important too. So let's 1, 2, 3. Let's get other dials. Now, eventually, I suppose I can replace the dials with touchscreen. When? Yeah, I'm not sure. That's going to be a late night. Probably this weekend, actually. Probably this weekend. That's going to be a late night. Okay, so angular velocity is 789. Yeah, that's what I just did. I guess doesn't really matter about the local tilt. Oh, and the Euler rotation. All right, so that can be Euler, whatever. That could be the rotation of the thing. Man, oh man. Like, I just want to go to space. I better save this. Where is it here? Is this the moon? I think this is the moon shuttle. All right, spawn it in. I Wikipedia'd it. And I'll show you the Wikipedia page. There's the image. So we have N and Z are our two rotation axes, and looks like we rotate on X. But I don't even know. It's complicated. So we have our X, Y, Z, but then the spaceship can be turning this way, and the whole spaceship can be turning this way. So I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, but you have to be a rocket scientist to really... I'm looking at a picture. You got to be a rocket scientist to actually crunch the numbers, right? It didn't help. Yeah, that didn't help me either. It's just a fancy graphic. Okay, so now what we need to figure out is, so we can go to the moon and all that. We need to figure out is, how do we stop the spacecraft in space? All right. So the spaceship is going to be rotating. Let's see. I get above it here. It's going to be rotating this way, and it's going to be spinning this way, and it's going to be flipping backwards and doing all this kind of stuff. So what we need to do is we need to have thrusters on the ship aligned in a way that are going to allow us to... I wonder if I can just use the thrusters I already have on the front. I wonder if that would be enough to stop it from rotating. My concern is, like everything, as you add weight to your rocket ships, they require more fuel to get to the moon. And we're pretty much at our maximum with this setup. So if I add these rocket engines, I'm going to need at least... I could try the small ones. What do they weigh? 40? And then I'll need to have fuel for them, right? But ideally, what we want to do is have either in the center of the vehicle, right? We'll need to have 4. I don't know if I can do one on the bottom. Just as I don't think it'll go up and down. No, but we need to have 4 on the vehicle. Because all the ones... All right, well, you know what? Let's go to space, and let's just see what the numbers are first. Let's just go to space and see what the numbers are. I could try the RCS thrusters. They don't have enough power to move this spaceship, even in space. I tried, and you need like literally a million of them. Oh, maybe not in space, actually. In space, maybe you don't need a million of them. All right, I don't even remember how to start this thing up. Holy cow. So we'll turn on the fuel pump. We'll turn on the systems. Look at this thing. Look at all the dials. Thruster power. Those are the stabilizers. That's the rocket thruster, landing thruster. Okay, we're in takeoff mode. That's the landing gear. I'm not too sure what those are. Thruster power. Is that... This is the jet engine here, I'm pretty sure. 0.3. I don't know what main thruster B is. I mean, I suppose I should check before I take off. Off. Oh, is there no sound? Is there no sound? Oh, man. Yeah, it is. I gotta reload. I'm gonna have to reload. Quit to menu. I don't know why, for whatever reason, with Stormworks, when I unplug my headset and plug it back in, I get no sound the audio crashes in Stormworks, and then Stormworks will eventually crash. So I've submitted it, but again, I don't know. That one's a gray area. It could be my end that's causing the audio crash, and it could also be Stormworks. It could be a combination of the two. So, you know, I haven't reported it because I don't assume it's Stormworks. I assume it's probably on my end. All right, maybe I got the sound. I'm not hearing any sound here. Yeah, I think it's starting to look pretty cool too. And what I'm hoping is that if I can get it to space and we can stop in space, I'd like to be able to kind of crawl around inside the spaceship. All right, we got sounds now. Okay, cool. Oh, let's load the autosave here. And then I want to look at look at all this. Look at this. Hey, is there a problem? Do you want to try tracking it down? So we're looking at thruster B. Oh, it's not even connected. Okay, so it's only thruster A. So thruster B is a false block. All right. Well, you know, I've noticed over the years, like I use a USB headset. I have a sound card. The sound card is giving me issues. I've always had issues with the USB headsets. I don't know why. Okay, so let's see. Let's set the throttle to 3 so I can get out of here. We'll set the main thruster on. We'll turn the systems on. Turn the fuel pump on. Take off. Yeah, all right, that's good. That's good. Turn the brakes off. So what we'll do is we'll taxi out. I'll take off if I can. Let's go one further, and I'm going to turn vehicle damage. Turn player damage off, and we'll have vehicle damage. What does that mean? That means it's off, right? We'll do that. All right, and then W and S is our... I'm hoping I can just accelerate here and take off. So turn the brakes on. No. All right, going to space. Yeah, they definitely heard after a while. Definitely. So now... turn the stabilizer on. All right, what's our altitude here? Oh, cool. So this is giving me my I messed up. It's not supposed to be Euler. This is just the XYZ, the rotation. This isn't the Euler numbers. So, well, what's going on? Am I still... You're still taking off straight? Yeah, I guess so, eh? Neat. So this is going to tell us if we're rotating X, Y, and Z in space. This is... Okay. And then I still need... What else do I need? Okay, these are our sensors. I believe this angle A and angle B, this is how far we are off of our moon-Earth trajectory. Pretty sure that's what that was. And then let's just crank, we can crank this up to 2. See how fast we go. There's our linear speed. Not that fast. When both of them are working together, that's meters per second. All right, let's just turn those off. Yeah, I should, eh? Maybe like, yeah, I should. That would be actually really cool. Just to launch it. Then I could have more space inside for other stuff. All right, so now we're into, that was pretty fast. We're into space. I want to get, let's break away from the Earth a little bit more here. We're still really close to the Earth, so. Let's see, turn the stabilizer off. Now, we should be getting these numbers. Oh, let's see, we'll have to be far enough away from the Earth, right? Try and go halfway between the Earth and the Moon, and we'll see what happens there. Let's see where we're. Yeah, we're still way too close. All right, we'll turn the rocket thruster off. And now there's no forces being applied. So really it's just the linear speed. So I just have to wait for this linear speed to slow down. Let's see. I wonder if what if we come down like this? We do that, and what's the bottom thruster for? All right, so that's what I need is a more effective way of... See, right now, we're just sitting here in space. We're not actually doing too much. Where's the sun? The sun isn't doing anything. Did my solar panels not work? Oh, yeah, just barely. Hey, just barely. All right, so we need a way to slow down in space that's better than what we've already got. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm just playing around here with the thrusters here. All right, so I'll need a thruster on. Right, at some point here, this number should stop and start to reverse. Oh yeah, look, we're just spinning now. Sideways. Right, so this is what we need the thrusters for. Oh, now we're heading back down towards the Earth. Okay. So I guess what I need is some thrusters, maybe. Some RCS thrusters. We'll have to put those on the wings. You're right, on the wings, on the nose. And that way, when I come out to space, I can set these dials to 0. And that'll be the X, Y, and the Z. I guess I just have to see if I can remember how all that worked. Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely try the RCS here. Well, here, let's crank this up to 5. It's just cruising back Cruising back to the Earth there. Oh, I can hear it. We're in the atmosphere now. We're in the atmosphere. Upper atmosphere. We are coming in so fast. Holy cow. Okay, the altimeter is working. Turn that off. Ooh, we are going down. All right, let's try and see where we are. We are crashing fast. Come on, come on. You can do it. All right, now where are we on the map? Over the ocean. Wow, this thing is not a spaceship or not a airplane. Let me tell ya. It's so hard to keep this thing up in the air. But what I can do, where are we here? Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, it's got 14,000 units of jet fuel in it. I'm thinking I'm coming at on the wrong angle here. It would be nice to oh boy, I don't even know if I'll be able to do this here. Nice. We made it. Wow, we made it because I had vehicle damage off. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have made it. Oh, man. Okay, so now that we're back to Earth. Yeah, so we need some RCSs on here, eh? So I have the rotation stabilization and position stabilization. And was this the RCS that I used on our... I'm gonna have to put that here. Let me see. Is this the one that we used? This appears to be the one that we used. All right. So then, oh boy. We went composite out, I think. Oh boy. This is actually really complicated. This is a lot more complicated than I thought it was ever going to be. Okay, so we have our little thing here, and we did do composite in, panel A in, panel B in, and those are our thrusters, and this is our from the seat. All right. Oh yeah, there it is there. Well, we weren't using the seat, I don't think. Yeah, I think the seat was for something else, wasn't it? Oh, this is so complicated. Yay. What's this one here? What's this one here? This is our seat. Okay, so from WS, A, and D. Yes, okay, and that's what we have. But these two, for some reason, are on separate. And then I went panel A in and panel B in. Okay, so there's two levels of orientation here. Yeah. Okay. Jeepers, I have no idea. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Is this one comes in from the seat, right? WS, A, and D, but it doesn't have... It looks like we're missing a couple of inputs on that one. It's not finished. Okay. Okay, so this one's not finished. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to copy the one that's on here. wherever it is. All right, we'll paste that there, and we're gonna merge this. Oh, this is gonna be really long. I'm fearing it already. Okay, let's see. Because these are in from the panel, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think that was left, right, up, and down. Was the orientation? Up, down, left, and right. But then where on this guy? All the thrusters are on the bottom. All right, X, Y, and Z manual. And then can we do X, Y, and Z in from the seat also? So this is in from the panel, I'm assuming. This is X, Y, and Z in. Panel A is X and is okay, and then panel B. And then that's the seat. I guess maybe I should have thought about this a little bit before. All right, so we'll. I just want to see what's going on with this little guy here. Oh, I see. Rotation stabilizer. Three, 4, and 5, but they've not. 3, 4, and 5. Why aren't they firing? Oh, they are firing. 3, 4, and 5 aren't firing. That's firing. And that's firing. And that's firing. But 3, 4, and 5 is not firing. No, let's load this. Oh boy. Something's going on here. Let's. Okay, so let's open this up. What are we doing here? Monitor, empty fill. Is that not the door? It's been so long since I used this thing. I forget where the door controls are even. Oh yeah, right here, landing lights and then doors. Okay, perfect. There we go. how do I open? How do I do stuff? And then that releases that. Okay. All right. So if I get in here, 3, 4, 5, and then we have position stability and rotation stability. I don't know why that one's twitching. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is exit out of here. We're going to have to go into the add-on editor. And we're going to add the moon. Remember we did this last time. Let's try that one. And then edit objects. Let's load a... add a vehicle. All right, and then we want to say, just click on it. Show on map. True. All right, and let's activate transponder. No, okay. Add on overview editor. Now how do I test the location? Next Friday. That's coming up this Friday. I think the fishing update's coming up. Should be pretty soon, right? Hold on a second here. What's going on? We'll go on the add-on editor. All right. Now how do I test this location? Test location. All right. And then we'll go map. Then what? We go to the moon. All right, and then I say teleport here. Player damage is off. So if you're wondering why I'm on the moon and I don't have... all right. What's going on? I'm losing air, but I'm not launching off of the moon. Why? What is going on with this game? In all seriousness. Are these empty? No, they're full. All right. So why doesn't it work? There's definitely something going on here. should just get in it and it should just take off. Maybe is it this? No, I don't know. 3, 4, 5. All right. No, I don't think it's stuck in the ground. The RCS thrusters, they're not working. They're just not working. I'll show you. I'll just load it in. They're not firing. I don't understand why. Where is it here? There it is. Right, we've got air in there, we've got oxygen in there. But they should fire. They should be firing right now, but they're not. And even when I push these buttons. Oh man. So now how do I get this thing to work? I don't understand. All right, well, let's just try a brand new, whatever. Why is it up to us, the player? All right, this is bullshit. Ridiculous. All right, there's that. So then what do I need? A button? All right, and then what do I have here? Let's try this one. This one here. This is composite in from the seat. So when I push the buttons, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Composite. And we're reading those values. So A and D is 1, W and S is 2. So this should fire in a very basic way. Yeah. See, it's working now. All right. So then why isn't it working on the vehicle? Hold on, I gotta turn the let's turn this off for a second here. Is there a The seat's plugged in. There's no helmet on the seat. Is it the tanks? They're full of air. Yeah, there aren't any valves. The only valve is here for that. So that's why I don't understand why they're not working on the vehicle. Air is now leaving. But the thrusters aren't making any noises. Yeah, it just doesn't make absolutely no sense. See? But there's nothing is happening to the thruster. It's like it's just totally broken. I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. Let's try replacing one RCS thruster and connecting it, and let's see what happens. No, still nothing. Why? Like it's... Uh-oh. That makes no sense. I don't want to make a new vehicle. Man. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Let's see. I'll try... let's see here. We don't need that. I guess I was going to try a hose, but yeah, there's nothing I can do with this thing. This is kind of ridiculous. So the air is leaving the tank, but the thrusters are giving me absolutely nothing. No sound or anything. But if I start a brand new vehicle and I put down brand new thrusters, I get action out of it. So I don't know. That's really extremely disappointing. So now my spaceship doesn't work. I don't know. That's freaking stupid. Here, let's spawn that in. And then let's load that, and then I will, for all intents and purposes, let's clear content. I'll copy that. All right, and then we'll load the autosave. And then we will paste this down. And we're going to merge that with there, and then we'll put down a seat. All right, and then what we'll do is we'll connect the seat to the composite. seat. And then we'll go out to the thrusters, and then we need a couple of tanks. So what's the problem? If it works on the example, how come it doesn't work on the saved vehicle? I don't understand. What's the difference? I won't release it. Actually, this is what I'll do. I won't release it. What's the difference here? No, it's nothing. It's Stormworks. This right now, what you're watching is Stormworks. This is a Stormworks glitch that's got to be fixed. So this has nothing to do with me. This has nothing to do with our end. This is absolute Stormworks. Okay, so what I'll do is until further notice, whatever. We'll do this. We'll do it on the live stream. We'll do it on the live stream. Why not? Here, we'll exit this, and we will report a bug. This is how you do it. I'll show you how to report a bug on the tracker, and you're going to sign in. That's me, Fuglies. And then we will create an issue, and we will say RCS have an issue. And then what I'll do is I'll track it on YouTube, and we'll see, because it'll give us a number. So what's the problem? It's the RCS thrusters will not work when they are what? On a vehicle? No. RCS thrusters will work freshly. Hold on. Now before we have to test one more thing now. We have to test one more thing. We have our example. We have to load the example in again, and we have to see if we can use the thrusters or if they break. Now notice how they didn't break there. We returned it. We exited. So why is that, I wonder then? Why is that? Let's try one more thing. Let's replace these tanks. Let's see if we can troubleshoot this and figure out a reason why. It's just air. The RCS thrusters just use air. That's all. So maybe it's the air tanks. No. Am I losing air? Oh, I might be. I'll make sure they're full of air. They are full of air. And then we have our dials. Tank content. Tank content. We'll spawn those in. Yeah. So I'm activating the thrusters, and they're consuming fuel, but they're not actually doing anything. So that's all right. So that's what we'll say. So the RCS thrusters will not work. I don't know, for some reason. That's what I say. Some reason. Let's see. If I load my save. If I load my save vehicle, activate the thrusters. Activate the thrusters. show no graphics or produce any thrust. All right. Please help. Please help. Trying to brand RCS on a new build. And they do not work. All right, and then what I do is I'll link the Steam. I'll go to the, what do we do here? Let's go to the community. And I'll go to Stormworks, build and rescue. And then what I'll do is I'll link the vehicle on there. There should be a workshop. Right, this is the easiest way to do it. And then that way they'll take it, test it, or whatever. See maybe what's going on, if it's a thing on their end or if it's a thing on my end here. We'll take the space. There we go. Yeah. Oh, there's one discussion. Space shuttle. Yeah, space shuttle. All right, I don't actually know how to link the... Where is it? Right here. Copied. Perfect. Cool, and then that way they can take it, they can test it, they can see what's going on their end, and then that way, and we'll just track the results. So the other thing I want to do is I want to replace all the thrusters on the bottom. I'm gonna turn the music back on so we can have music on the stream, and I'll replace the thrusters here. Oh, you know what? We don't want to use the mirror mode either. Yeah, it took me hours and hours and hours to set up the microcontroller. Let's just try that. To me, it doesn't make any sense. All right, I'll try this one more time, and then we'll get back to building the shuttle, which was our main goal here. We'll spawn this. Yeah, it's doing nothing. It's doing absolutely nothing, but it's taking fuel. So, all right, I'm not gonna waste my time with that anymore. Kind of stupid, so I don't know. I guess I'll have to replace this vehicle until they figure out what's wrong. I'll have to replace this vehicle with something else. So that'll be a build. Yeah, that'll be a build. Maybe I'll just replace it with little rocket engines. Okay, so moving forward, that means that we need to get some rockets on here. Oh, really? Maybe it crashed. No. It crashed or... It may have crashed. Yeah, let me restart that. Let me restart the stream here. It may have crashed. Yeah, it looks like it crashed. Screen capture. All right, I'm going to restart the stream. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.